Why did a Jewish man get rid of his Jewish name when he began to follow the Jewish Messiah? Sounds suspicious, doesn't it? Because it is. Hi, I'm Ron Cantor with Tiferet Yeshua Congregation right here in Tel Aviv, and I'd love to send you a free book, so stick around till the end for the details. The central author of the New Covenant, at least the letters written to the congregations, was a fellow by the name of Saul of Tarsus. He was both Jewish and a Roman citizen, not to mention an Orthodox rabbi. He studied under Gamliel, one of the most respected Jewish scholars of his day. He was so zealous for God and convinced that Jewish people who believed in Yeshua were deceived that he sought to arrest Jewish believers and even approved the stoning to death of Stephen, a leader among the first Jewish believers. However, on his way to Damascus to arrest Jewish believers, he was knocked to the ground and blinded by a great light. Yeshua actually spoke to him and convinced him that he was actually on the wrong side of this issue. After this dramatic encounter, he became a believer and began to share the good news of Yeshua with as many Jewish people as he could find. In Acts chapter 9, it says Saul was also called Paul. Now, many teach that Saul changed his name to Paul after he became a believer. In other words, he had to get rid of his yucky Jewish name and take on a wonderful Christian one. Now, the problem with this is that there were no such thing as Christian names in the first century. Roman heritage was a pagan, polytheistic heritage. The name Paul only became a Christian name because of Paul. In addition, anyone who grew up in a Jewish home outside of Israel would know that it's customary for Jewish people to have two names, one that is connected to their native land and a Hebrew name. My English name is Ron, but my parents also gave me the Hebrew name Chaim, which means life. When Saul was traveling in non-Jewish areas, he used his Roman name, Paul. Notice the passage doesn't say Saul who changed his name to Paul, but it says Saul who was also called Paul. What's the big deal? Good question, for which there is an answer. The enemy has worked hard to blind the eyes of Jewish people to the fact that Yeshua is the Messiah. However, the ancient church has helped by de-Judaizing many of the central characters of the New Covenant. Paul is not presented as Saul, a learned rabbi who followed the Jewish Messiah, but as a former Jew who started a new religion and converted from Judaism. Certainly this was not the case, for he states in Acts addressing Jewish leaders, "For this reason, therefore, I have called for you, because for the hope of Israel I am bound with these chains." Saul was not suffering for a new religion, but for the hope of Israel. Let's expose this identity theft and present Yeshua to the Jewish people in his original Jewish Hebraic context. I hope this video has been a blessing to you. To get my free ebook, The 15 Most Important Facts About the Israeli-Palestinian Conflict, just go to roncan.net/15facts and make sure that the F is capitalized. This video has been brought to you by our congregation right here in Tel Aviv, Tiferet Yeshua. For more information, please visit reachtelaviv.org. And while you're there, consider making a donation so we can continue to share the good news of Yeshua right here in Israel. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a video.